Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing great. I had a little bit of a hiccup last night, so there was a power outage in our neighborhood. There was a big thunderstorm, and while I was recording one of my clips, the computer shut off and it got deleted. Didn't realize till after I made another clip when I made it back to Camelot. So I kind of wanted to just talk real fast about what I did in that other clip that I won't be able to show you guys. So we got a garden trowel, which was good for farming. Raw wild kebbit, which is great for the moth mix ingredients. So we're going to need that when we do hunter. Animated bronze armor is big, because if we can get all the bronze armor, at least we have an option to start collecting tokens at the Warriors Guild. We should have a good amount of packs to open, so while I had you guys listen to all my yap about a bunch of the cards I didn't get to show you, so sorry about that again. Let's open another pack and maybe we'll get lucky right now. Let's go, let's let it rip. First pack of the day. Epic, uncommon, uncommon, rare, and epic. Imp Champion Scroll. Team 42 Cape. Shazian Banner Double Up. Bounty Hunter Ornament Kit. And Mother. Alright, we'll check back in once I get woodcutting up a little further along. Guys, we have did it. We are now level 45 woodcutting, all at the willow trees. So while we're here, let's try our first maple log. Honestly, Forestry's been pretty good because if you get any Forestry events, it's been boosting up the coins as well. Grab these achy logs and let's do this Forestry event. Just more points. So you can see at the bottom 87,000. Look at the points go up as we continue this year.
Level up completed.
Nice, level 23. I do want to go to Berthorpe, and I want to see if we can get a new Slayer assignment, because I think it'd be nice if we could try a Slayer experience. You can get some at Slayer. I think we bring some cash stack, like 25k coins. And so we're halfway through a cash stack, so soon we'll have to go back and do thieving and get a few more items. Let's see if we can minigame teleport to Berthorpe. I should be able to just tutorial skip, but I feel like it wasn't letting me. So maybe if I can talk to him and say, assign me a new, who might say reset task. So someone's saying I gotta do the Porcine quest. So let's see what this is. I don't know if I have Porcine. Interest. A rope, a knife, or a slash weapon. We don't own a rope. Alright, so we're blocked on that. Can't get anything. So we need cave bugs. Alright, let's open a pack. Magic Leaves, Sophia, Vampire Junate, Oily Pearl, Fishing Rod, and Bass. So that's a new fish. Alright, let's open another card. Another pack. Commons, uncommons, cool. Pearl Fishing Rod's a double up. F Salt, Hornwood Helm, Hammerstone Seeds, and Helmet of the Moon. This is literally not one of the hardest items to get, so thank you, I appreciate that. Alright, let's do another pack. Epic, common, rare, common. Jail key, so this is good. So I know I can kill an NPC to get the jail key to get access to the blue dragons faster without using the shortcut, so that's that. Spooky gloves. Amethyst fire arrows, okay? I'm just getting all the fire arrows and nothing regular. Hydra Tail and Damis, a warrior of the darkness. I don't know where Damis is. Alright, where do we go now? So we can't get, unfortunately we can't get Slayer experience. We're soft locked out of Turiel. That's very unfortunate. We can't do hunting till we get to 15 unless we get something sooner. Farming, we're still missing a rake and spade. Fletching, we're missing a knife. And we're missing all the logs being unlocked. We could just continue with woodcutting at the maples, or we can go to the achy logs and get fire making up. Another option is our range. We can pick up darts and continue with the range experience, since we have no other range unlocked. Alternately, we can fish, we can mine, or we can go back to attack, strength, and defense, or agility. All these other skills are still kind of locked out of. I can't do magic yet. Can't do prayer. Prayer, the only bones we really have are dragon bones. and we're not strong enough to kill dragons yet. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to knock out quests that we can. We'll get some quest points, because we're going to need the quest points. If we get enough quest points, I think we have access into the that building a little south of Varrock, the Champions Guild. And then there's a couple ruin items that we can buy in there, so whenever we do unlock ruin, we can at least just buy that straight up. And I think they sell maybe the green d'hide there as well, and I know we own the green d'hide legs, so when we get our range up, we can look at that. We're gonna have to walk around this mountain again. I think we'll walk around this mountain, and we'll get our way back to Catherby. Alright, so while we make this trek back, let's do ourselves a favor. We'll open up a pack. Maybe we get some luck and see if things change around here. Uncommons, Brawler, Spiritual Warrior, Trappo, Ninja, Impling Jar, and 8 clans. Rip another one. Common, we got Cow Shoes, Steel Keel Parts, Sigmund, Mud Battle Staff, and the Jormung Gond. So again, we have Air Battle Staff unlocked, but we'd have to get that as a drop from someone. I don't know if we have any of those people unlocked, so we'll have to check that out. Let's open another pack. Come on, let's get some luck. A lot of commons and a rare. Ruin Throwing Axe. Okay. Charred Key. Sack of Coal. Double Up. Clue Hunter Gloves. And Earth Talisman. Alright, it's not the Air Talisman that we needed, but it's something, I guess. Alright guys, let's pull another pack. Let's get some luck here. Come on, rares, commons, legendary, and commons, and a godly. Alright. Guam Tar. Puddle of Slime. Boat Bottle. Ennius Tillus. That looks like a quest in Varlamore. And we just got Bron the Pet. Let's open another pack. Uncommon, common, legendary, rare, and uncommon. Let's go legendary first. Shimmering Pearls, a double up so we can sell back. Xerix Warrior. Anti-Fire Potion is good. That's real good. Low level for dragons. So we'll need to see if we can get that anywhere. Orange is unlocked. And a Teku Salamander. Alright, before we log off, let's pull one more pack for the boys. And see if we pull any luck here. Common, uncommon, uncommon, common, and common. Let's go. We got Sprea. That might be another Slayer. Chop Uganthiki. Mushroom Pie. That's for one of the boosts. I forgot for what skill. Maybe Fletching. Blessed Frost Dragon Bones. And a Knapsack. So that gave us some points. So let's open, like I said, open the pack before we go. But I want to check it out. Maybe we can go to Draenor later. We'll see if we can talk to them to get a new assignment. And maybe we can bounce between the two of them until we get something that works. We'll try that out. Alright, one more pack for the road. Uncommons and a rare. 20th Anniversary Top. Barbtail Harpoon. You can check this out. That might be fishing. Angry Bear. Rare Fossilized Tusk. And Steel Limbs. But Barbtail Harpoon, so we can only get it from the Barbtail Kebbit, so we can't even make that. Alright. Sounds good. Alright guys, we will check in later on some woodcutting progress. So, we just hit level 48 woodcutting. It's pretty nice. So we have a little game plan right now. What I think I want to do with everyone is, I was a big fan of the woodcutting that we found out in Aldarin by Mist Rock. Kind of want to try that out. But something I noticed also is that we can do, where is it? Let me search. I don't see it on the map here, but there's a quest I'm pretty sure to get us in this castle here, and it's called Twighlight Promise. So on our new list here, Twighlight, we have all items. We have the Quetzal Feed, Knight of Varlamore, and the Cultist Enemy. So the reason I want to do this quest is it will get us the Quetzal system. Obviously, we would still need to get all the items to build each of the Quetzal stations, but it at least unlocks the first part of the Quetzal teleport. Now, it says you need the quest, when I looked at it, says you need to have melee and either range or mage, so you need 2 styles of combat. So, since range is the only other option, I think let's go to Civitas. We're going to go grab those iron darts, and I think we're going to train again using those iron darts in that same spot against those the buffalo. And then that way we can just collect the raw beef, and we'll just get range experience up, and we'll kill the buffalo and cook their meat like we were doing in one of the previous episodes. And I want to sit there and maybe try to get either cooking or range to like 30. Get the cooking to 30 and see whatever that brings my range to. So yeah, let's go over there, and we're gonna just sit there and pick up a bunch of iron darts. Pray to level 10. We prayed to all the gods. Now please, drop us a pack. Drop us something good. Let's get this going. Alright, uncommons. We have a legendary, a rare, and 2 rares. Okay, guys, this could be a good pack. Let's see. Headless Atlatl Dart. We have the Atlatl Shaft. Now we have Headless Atlatl Dart, so that's 2 steps, 2 cards for at least making part of the darts. A Skewered Beast. On the rares, we have Ancient Chaps and a double up on the Ogress Warriors. We still need that air staff, guys. And Dragon Full Helm. Wow, we got Dragon Full Helm, Dragon Plate Skirt, and Dragon Boots. So at some point when we unlock any enemies to get those drops, it's something for us to keep an eye on. Let's rip open another one before we head on the boat here. Commons. Guys, this is the God Pack. A Commons God Pack. Maybe we can unlock. We need low-level logs. We need a knife. And we need a few more. We need a spade. Come on. Strange Box. Not helpful. Yin Yang Amulet is a double up. The Ironworth Camp Teleport is a double up. Limestone is new, okay. And Uncooked Mushroom Pie. Okay, so we have Mushroom Pie and uncooked Mushroom Pie. So that's decent. Let's do another pack here. Come on, Heart of the Cards. Give us new skills. Let's open up a new pathway here. Come on, uncommons and commons and the legendary. Boxing gloves. Jenga berries, we have those in the bank. So that helps boost a little bit. We'll take a look at that. Team 1 Cape. Nature Ruins unlocked. Guys, that's big. We have Natures in the bank. We should see if there's any magic that we can do in Natures. And Morgan's Coif. So let's see what our magic level, if there's anything we can do in Nature Ruins. Nature, Water, Earth. Bones to Bananas. To turn all normal bones, burnt bones, bat bones, bleach bones, yoga bone. So I feel like I need to have the bones in order to do that. So either way, cannot do that as well. Alright, so it's good to know that we unlocked that, but we can't do anything with it. Alright, let's open another pack before we go and sit and collect for a while. Commons and uncommons. Staff of Earth is a double up. We needed Staff of Air. Come on. Ah, they tease us again. They tease us. 20th Anniversary Cape. Raw Herring. Okay. Pygmy Kraken Ink. And Jackal. I have the that's crazy. I got the Jackal foil and now regular Jackal, so that doesn't really help us at all. Alright, let's go to grab these iron darts. We'll open one more pack, and then I will see you guys soon. Commons, uncommons, and a rare. The third Yin Yang element. That's crazy. Extended Anti-Venom Plus. Unfinished Broad Bolts. Silver Ore. Oh, we needed Iron Ore, guys. Iron Ore to open up that quest to give us all that smithing XP. But Silver Ore is still good. I'll see what level we can start smithing silver. Mind Ruin Pack. Alright. I have Mind Ruins, and now we have Mind Ruin Pack, so at least it's a little easier for us to buy the packs now. So that's good news, at least. Ooh, and we get a quiz. So we get our first Book of Knowledge. Unfortunately, we do not have the card for it. Oh well. So far, the update is 30 range and 15 cooking. So yeah, while we wait, I'd love to. We're about to get a level right now, and I would love to open another pack with you guys because seeing 75,000 at the bottom and knowing that we need cards is making me itch. But also, I know if I have 0 coins, I'm gonna be in pain. So it's gonna be
Level
that.
up completed.
Level 31 range. Alright, let's let it rip. Rares, beautiful. We need to see rares. We need it. We need that Staff of Air, guys. Mithril Kite Shield, that's an upgrade. Spine Kraken's a double up. City Guard, okay, that's in the one of those quests for the trolls. Crazy Scribbles double up, and the Rapier. Alright, Mithril Kite Shield, though. We love to see upgrades, guys. It's beautiful. So I'm thinking the Mithril Kite Shield might be at the spot we're going to go to in Aldarin. It might be that same Kite Shield shop. Let's grab another pack here. Feeling good. Commons, Epic, and a Rare. Old Tooth, Desert Robes, Grimy Marintel. And that's foil. I wonder what we get on that. Let's see. Maybe we get the grimy and then the non-grimy version. I would think would make the most sense. That way we have Marintel to use. Contract of Harmony. And White Boots. So vertical is anything below it. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Anything below it. Not anything, though. The way we're doing our rule, like we said before, is we're doing 1 underneath. So let's look at the herbs. And we see Guam and Marintel's 5. So I can choose Snakeweed, Rogue Puss, or Guam. So I'm going to go with Grimy Guam. So that's going to be our unlock, guys. From our foil Grimy Marintel, we will be using a Grimy Guam. Honestly, this is kind of chill, this little method. Kind of nice that I got these this combination of drops. And as we wait for that next level up, let's get another pack here. Come on, let's cook with that heat. Let's get that heat pack. Rare, common, uncommon, common. Okay. Longbone double up. Spirit Roots is new. Gothic's page 1. Looting Bag Note. Okay. It's for the wilderness. And Bloodthirst Rock Slug. So we'll open up one more pack, and then I'll check back in after that with the with our updated ranging level. Heart of the Cards. Come on, Gagax. Epic, common, and uncommon. Newcomer map. Festive Elf Slippers, okay. Juniper Logs. Let's just see what that is, because maybe we can do something with fire making on that. Okay. Light Infinity Hat and Hasidious Scarf. Okay, maybe that's warm clothing, we can find out. Quick update. We are now 32 range, 19 cooking. And on that, I think we should open another pack, since we're sitting at 74,000 points. Let it rip, guys. Rares, commons, and an epic. Unicorn. Alright, we can get unicorn horns, so that's good. At least we know we can collect that. I forgot what potion we can make, but it's useful. Silver Coffin. Daddy Special Water. Okay. No thank you, I'm good on that. Hood of Darkness. And Adamant Axe, boys. Holy shit, we're getting upgrades. We're gonna have to buy an Adamant Axe now. That's next on the list. Ah, I love it, I love it. That got me so excited we have to open another pack. We need other tools. We need other tools, but the Adamant Axe is definitely an upgrade. And that makes me feel better about our plan on going to get 50 woodcutting at Aldarin after we're done with this little grind here. Alright, let's open another pack. Adamant Axe, though, beautiful. Alright, Heart of the Cards, let's go. Come on, get us a Ruin or something. Alright, we got a mix of items here. Common, uncommon, epic, mythic, uncommon, rare, epic, and mythic, in that order. Let's go high-low. Soul Talisman. Oh, we really need a Ruin, but we'll take Soul Talisman. Angler Top. Skeletal Wyvern. That's a later on Slayer. Ancient Kite Shield. Okay, we already have Ruin Kite Shield, but we can't get that yet. Ancestral Hat. Alright, a bunch of new items. That was a good little opening there. I like to see that. Guys, I just got a lamp from the Count Dracula guy. So we're going to use it. Trying to be strategic, but I'm also it's all RNG, right? At the end of the day, like, I've been using Hunter because if I can get Hunter to 15 with lamps, I have Butterfly Net unlocked, and then we can start training Hunter. So that's the big reason why I want to use Hunter. The small reason I don't is on the off chance that in the next couple packs, before we get to 15 Hunter, we end up getting bird snares. But again, that's all luck of the draw. Like if I didn't have to worry about getting the items, I think if I had to choose, I would maybe go Slayer experience or I would go Agility. But we're just gonna go Hunter. This is how this account's playing out. So you know what? Let's do it. Level 12 Hunter. Let's rip a pack to celebrate that level up. So common, epic, common, epic. Alright, let's see what we got. Giant Wasp. Okay, that could be a new NPC. Rare Fossilized Tusk is a double up. Wimpy Feather also double up. Imp Champion Scroll a double up. And Menophyte Ornament Kit. Alright, so a pretty dupe pull. But we did get Giant Wasp, so we are at 34 range and 21 cooking. About 76,000 points. I'd like to open another pack. See if we can make any progress here. Alright, we got commons, epic, and rare. Kovex Grog. Camphor Crate. Curry. Okay, that's a food. Ranger Boots. This will be crazy if we pull that from a reward. One of the clue scrolls. And Teal Robe Top. Not quite the air staff that I was looking for, unfortunately. Alright, let's do one more pack. Commons, epics, and an uncommon. Let's go with the uncommon. We got a Bull Shark for sailing. Smoldering Pile of Flesh. That's one of the drops from Tormented Demons. The Fair Bones. We have a double up, Large Camphor Hull Parts, and Guthix Plate Legs. Alright guys, I think we're on our last wave of cooking for now. We just used 500 of our iron darts. So I'd like to save the other 500 for, you know, the quest that we want to do later. We're gonna get all the way up to Auburnvale, and there's two things we want to do here. One is we're gonna buy an Adamant Axe upgrade, and the second thing is just to have. I think the general store here also sells a torch that we also unlocked. So I want to see if we can use the tinderbox on that and make sure that it's a usable item, because if it is, that means we have a light source. So as we make our trek over there, I'd like to open a few packs and let's see if we get some luck, guys. Commons, uncommons. Alright, low level pack. Mine Core, okay, we have that already. Haddock Eye, Alexis, Green Firelighter, and Team 26 Cape. So a bunch of double ups there. And let's see if we can rip ourselves another pack. Godly, uncommons. Godly and uncommons. Alright, let's do the uncommons first. Fillet. Iron Square Shield. That's not as good as what we're about to get. Alright, no upgrades there. And a new pet. Alright, let's rip open another one. Commons, uncommons, and a rare. Ruined Herb Tea, not regular tea. Okay. Fish Shoal. Purple Goblin Mail. Tin Ore. Guys, that's big. We got tin and copper. We can start smithing. Wow, we can start smithing, guys. That's great. That's a big pull. And U Longbow. Okay. Alright, guys, the reason the U Longbow is good, and obviously 60, I think it's 60 range for the U bow. Let's just double check. Oh no, level 40. We're 4 levels away, guys. And they can fire up to Ruin Arrows. The reason I'm saying this is big is we can buy Ruin Arrows and we have Ruin Arrows unlocked. We just don't have low level arrows unlocked. So this might be beautiful. A beautiful thing in disguise right here. If it makes sense for us to do more quests, we will. If it makes sense for us to swap into mining and smithing, I think that's another option because we can get a bunch of more packs like that. Alright, so we're going to go to the shopkeeper. Let's open another pack though. Commons, rares, and uncommons. Undead Cow. Purple Sweets we have. Infernal Shale. Knapsack double up. And Fishing Tome. Okay. Alright guys, so here we are. See the unlit torch. It's unhighlighted. We can buy this. Yeah, look, Adamant Axe. That's ours now, guys. Buy. Adamant Axe unlocked. Looking great. So let's go to the bank here, and I want to grab the tinderbox, and let's just double check that the tinderbox still works on the torch here that we just got. Tinderbox right here. Let's use it on that. Yep, lit torch. So we're gonna keep note of that. Fishing trawler gets us right into Port Khazard. There's a bank right there, so at least we know with that minigame teleport every 20 minutes, it's like, hey, we can go right to Port Khazard, bank, and then there's a charter ship right there that we can use. See, right? Bank right here. Anytime we need to use something, we have that right there. Let's get us to Aldarin. There it is. Mithril Kite Shield. So we have Iron Kite Shield on now. We just got Mithril unlocked, which we can buy from the store down here. And then the Ruined Kite Shield we're going to have to get from a drop later, but at least we know we have that upgrade. Alright, so let's buy the shield. We'll equip it. We're going to bank all our items, and we're just going to start chopping wood here. We're going to switch worlds to a different area. Where's the shop? Here's the shop. What's the value? 2,000 coins. Let's buy one. And guys, upgraded tank shield. Alright, commons, godly, common, and uncommon. Okay, we have that already. Weeds. This is good for farming. Spirit roots, plain pizza, and Jal Nibra. The pack. Rares, commons. I got a mix of cards here. Monk of Zamorak. Okay. That's good to know. We can get Zamorak robes maybe. Divine Bastion we had already. Lost Barbarian is new. Tazar Earth Ruin pack. Okay. Dragonstone plate legs. Alright, sounds good. Now we got our Adamant Axe, and we can start chopping. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back later on with the progress on this, and hopefully we can end the night with the quest Twilight's Promise, because we did Children of the Sun already, and we have all the requirements. We have all the NPCs we need for this quest, so that's gonna be the play. Can't do the death on can't do this quest. Missing a card. And then Twilight Promise we still can do is here. So we're gonna take a detour and we're gonna go to Falador. We're gonna go to Motherload Mine. But that's where we're gonna get the tin and the copper. So let's get to the boat and make it happen. Alright, let's gonna open a pack. Epic, common, uncommon, uncommon. Toy Horsey, okay. Red Salamander's decent. Brioka. No, maybe he's for a quest. Champion Cape. And Hill Giant Club. Alright, opening another one. Uncommons, commons. Wow. That's crazy that we just unlocked that and we're heading to the area to get this. Prospector Helmet, Strength Mix, Frighter, Crocodile, and Witch Boots. Wow, that's so clutch. Alright, one more pack. Commons, commons, uncommons. Clutch, Lime Slices. Can't use that. Baby Impling Jar. That could be low level hunt. And a double up. Alright, so the plan has just got reaverted again, or diverted, if you however the word goes. So I can mine no problem, but this is the issue, guys. I don't have pay dirt as a card. So even though it lets me deposit without actually touching them, I just can't do it because then it's defeating the purpose of the pay dirt card. There's no other time you're using pay dirt. So what I'll do for now is I'm going to bank the pay dirt, and then later on when I have the card, we'll come back and get those processed. But for now I think we have to put the pay dirt. Won't even let me deposit it, so I have to drop them to the floor. So drop the sapphire, we'll deposit all these, and unfortunately all the pay dirt needs to go. So let's do this. Let's teleport right to Port Khazard, since we have that teleport. And I know for sure there's tin right behind the bank there. So we're gonna just collect tin for now. until we have the same amount of tin and copper ore, because we already collected some copper when we first started mining. And let's just start with that and see potentially how much bronze bars that can make us. So if we check real fast, we have 141 and we have 6 tin. So 135 more. And if I go right here, there's tin ore right here. And I like to at least make a few bronze bars, just to see what level that gets us to. Maybe we get a few more packs. And then we'll work on the Twilight Promise quest. So while I do this, let's open a pack together. So we have uncommons, common, uncommons, and a rare. Come on, let's get lucky on the rare. Combat mix, dupe, cabbage seed. Okay, it's a low level farming. Wolf bow meals, a double up. Amethyst, broad arrows. And snakeskin van braces. Alright, first bronze bars right here, let's go. Wow. Can't use them. But we're making them. Alright, we'll open one pack, and then we're going to do this until that 140 or so is done. Commons, rare, and an uncommon. Big pack here. Chaos Druid. That's good. I think they drop good items. Cooled Infernal Chunk. Plain Satchel. Ancient Magic Tablet. Jungle Demon Mask. Not the air staff. Alright, all those bars are gone. That got us level 8. So we're gonna do the quest next. But a pack gotta get opened. Oof, commons and a godly. Let's go with the commons first. Large chicken. Okay. I could search where that is. Nutcracker hat foil. Sick. Absolutely nothing. Leather van braces. That's a range upgrade. Ooh. This might help us get ensouled monkey heads for prayer. We need body ruins though. And chompy chicken. Now we begin the Twilight Promise quest. So this is pretty just standard steps that everyone probably follows. But what I found out after the fact was how difficult some of these fights were. Should have came in a little bit more prepared, especially as a hardcore account. But you can see here I was able to do a little bit of prayer flicking to try to get a little bit more DPS on this Knight of Volamore. Luckily I had some heals with me, and I kind of ran into a similar scenario for the final battle. These guys were much easier than that guy in the Coliseum, but either way we were able to tackle this and get the quest completed and finally unlock ourselves
Quest completed.
The Quetzal teleport system. So you can see we can go to the Hunter Guild, Aldarin, Teltekin, we can go to Auburnvale, we can go to the Gorge, and right to the Civitas Square. So this is beautiful. So I think for us right now, we're going to head to Teltekin, and I think the plan now would be to do the Gemstone Crab. We might as well utilize him and get that AFK experience. So what's nice too with this teleport is there's a prayer regeneration right next to the Quetzal teleport, and this is just a good teleport to have. So I'm happy we unlocked this new system. We'll come over and open a pack here. So we got a legendary, uncommon, commons, legendary, and a rare. So let's see what we got. We have the Mystic Jewel, the Farmer's Trousers, Lesser Demon. Okay, that's a good guy, a good NPC to unlock. We're gonna need that for quest. Eclipse Moon. All right, we're slowly getting the moons pieces, and the guy from the TOB raid for one of the bosses. Cool. So we're gonna gain some levels. Let's open another pack while we do this. Uncommons, common. Okay, a bunch of commons and uncommons. Let's see what we got. All right, a book. Pestle and Mortar. Wow, that's big. Guys, we need that for herb lore and a lot of quests, and even to make the Moonlight Moth mixes. I'd love to see that. A ledger, bronze pickaxe. We got steel pickaxe, and now we have bronze pickaxe, so that's just helps us out even more. Alright, so after some AFK gemstone, we now have 56 strength, and we got 50 HP. And now we're at 83,000 points, so I think we take a break from the gemstone crab just a little bit, and I'd like to get us back to where we said we were going to go, to Auburnvale. Not Auburnvale, sorry. To Aldarin we're going to go to. And I think we should do some AFK woodcutting. I want to end the night on that. And then the next day I'll probably just continue woodcutting and we'll see what level we can get up to. So while we make our way over there, I think we should open a couple packs together. With 83,000 points, why not, right? Maybe we can get some good upgrades. And I just want to try this area out. It's new to me, so I think it'd be cool and fun to try. Alright, let's let her rip, guys. Heart of the cards. Commons, uncommons, rares. Alright. Wow. Huge teak log upgrade. Guys, this is going to open up fire making so much for us. So much. I know a good spot we can cut teaks. We're definitely going to go there at some point. Love to see that. Now we just need lower level logs so we could start fletching. Oh, man. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We got a couple more cards that we can make some magic happen. So we have the Red Cavalier. We got another NPC, Ham Robes, and Bandos. Alright, not so bad. And now what I love about this is there's so many little forestry things that pop up here too, so just really good for points and experience. Alright, while we climb the ladder, let's get another pack opened. Rares, uncommons, legendaries, and common. Alright, so we'll start off. We got Bank Filler. Okay, interesting. Not really useful at all, but funny to have. We have the Ancient Blessing, Ice Warrior. We have Slayer Enchantment. And last but not least, we have the Stadius Full Helm. Alright. I think it's time to rip another pack. What do we got here? Commons. Commons and rares. Alright. Barricade. Raw Wild Kebbit we have already. Autumn Squirk Juice. That's good for thieving. Amulet of Bounty. And the Fremnik Robe. Alright, let's keep it going here. What do we got? Epics, commons, and uncommon. Alright, Beekeeper's Gloves. Paint we have already. Orange Boater. Baronite Mace, that's pretty good. That's equivalent to a Ruin Mace, so if we get the pieces for that. Ooh, speaking of Ruin Longsword, let's go! Guys, that's our best in slot right now, so we're going to add that to the list. We're definitely going to make that purchase once we get our GP back up a little bit. Alright, let's keep it rolling here. We're getting hot now. Commons, legendaries, uncommons. Alright, what is this? A mushroom. We have a volcanic mine teleport. Iron Simi. Not the Rune Simi. Ink Sack. And what do we got here? A Virtus Mass double up. So we'll probably just sell those extra points and try to open us some more packs here. Legendary, common, rare. Alright, this is a good little pack. Let's just look. We got Goop Soup. Another book. Come on. What do we got? Okay, we got a double up on the Scepter. More points for us. Hunter Crossbow. That's real good. That's the low-level crossbow. We obviously need to get our hunting up, but we can add that to the list as a potential range upgrade. And a Cockatrice, which we have already. That's the higher-level variant. Alright, let's keep going here. Uncommons. And commons and one rare. Alright. So we got a blue Halloween mask. Anchovy pizza. Combat potion. That's good. That's a low-level item that we can potentially make. Obviously, we need our Herbler up, but that's good to know about. Yeah, I'll try to find out what we need for that. So hopefully we start getting all the components. But yeah, good to have a low-level. We have a portable weather station. And last item, Jade Necklace. That's pretty good. We could use that later. Let's keep it rolling here. We're looking good. 65k points, uncommons, rares, and uncommons. We Zombie Swap. Okay, that's another NPC that's good to have. Burnt Haddock. Fox Fur. Okay. Moonlight Potion. And last, Studded Chaps. What's crazy is we unlock Studded Chaps as part of our Green D'hide Chaps foil. But now we officially have the Studded Chaps. So what we can do real fast is we'll go to the TCG plugin And we'll just take studded chaps off the list there, since we don't need to say that it's an exemption anymore, now that we have it officially unlocked. Really love this system with the exempt list. Cool. So, I think let's keep it rolling here before we sign off for the night. We'll open a couple more packs together. We're at 65k points. What do we got here? Commons, uncommons, a rare, and a common. Alright. Wow. Turiel. We have Turiel already. I'm trying to think. Foil Turiel might just get us the other version of him. He's the lowest Slayer on the list, so he doesn't unlock us anything else. But if we do a quest that switches him out to the other person, I would say that unlocks that for us. Tomato Seed, Sunkissed Bones, Green Spiky Van Braces could be a low-level upgrade. We obviously need some Hunter supplies for that, and Green Van Braces, but that's a good step. And the Zombie Swap, we just pulled that. What are the chances of that? Alright, let's go. Another pack here. Come on, let's get some luck. Uncommons, commons, a rare. Alright. Little mix-up pack. We got an Axe Ornament Kit, some Toad-made crunchy thing, Bochu Seed, Bug Lantern, that's a Slayer item. That's another good to have. And Reanimated Demon. Alright, that's for the prior experience for the Arxia spellbook, but we obviously need to do the lower level one, and I think we have the Monkey and Salt Heads unlocked. Unfortunately, we still have no Body Rune, so let's pray for that. Cool. Let's rip another one. Last one of the night. Legendaries, commons, uncommons. Come on, let's get some luck here. Alright, Onion and Tomato. A nice key. Granite Dust. Hydra. And the Bludgeon Claw. Oh, that's good to have. Alright guys, we made some great progress today. So, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. And we'll check back in the next episode with hopefully more woodcutting experience completed. Peace.